Let me tell you about a mischievous billy goat who just couldn't resist a farmer's golden corn. You know how goats are. They'll eat just about anything. But this particular billy goat had developed quite a sophisticated palate. Every morning, Farmer Joe would wake up at dawn to tend to his prized cornfield. He'd spent months nurturing those stalks, watching them grow tall and strong, their golden kernels glistening in the morning sun. It was his pride and joy, and he was counting on a bountiful harvest that year. But our billy goat, let's call him Trouble, had other plans. He lived on the neighboring farm and had caught the scent of that sweet corn wafting over the fence. Day after day, he'd stand there, his beard twitching, plotting his great corn heist. One particularly foggy morning, while Farmer Joe was busy in his barn, Trouble saw his chance. He discovered a loose board in the fence and squeezed through. Oh, the joy! Row after row of delicious corn, all for himself. He munched and crunched his way through the field, leaving quite a mess behind. When Farmer Joe finally discovered the destruction, he was beside himself. But instead of getting angry, he had a clever idea. He decided to plant a special patch of corn just for Trouble, right next to the fence. He figured if he couldn't beat him, he might as well join him. And you know what? It worked! Trouble became Farmer Joe's unofficial taste tester, and they struck up an unlikely friendship. Every morning, you'd see them together, Farmer Joe tending his crops, and Trouble munching away at his personal corn patch, both content with their arrangement. The other farmers in the valley thought Farmer Joe was crazy, giving away his corn to a goat. But he just smiled and said, "Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to make it part of the solution." And that's how a troublemaking billy goat became the most respected food critic in the valley. This just goes to show that even the most challenging situations can turn into something positive, if you approach them with creativity and kindness. After all, who would have thought a corn-stealing goat would end up being the best thing to happen to Farmer Joe's farm?